What would you say if you're talking to the 18-year-old version of myself? Let's just pretend that I'm behind the camera over there, and it's an 18-year-old version of myself who's saying to you, because I did this, I am not going to make a to-do list. I refuse to because I'm going to discover some other way. I'm not going to use a day planner. I'm not going to write stuff down. What would you say?
Well, I want to, you have a special gift. And when you're creative in that gift, and when you give yourself fully to that gift of, whatever it is, it may be in communication, it may be in design, it may be in building, it may be in selling, it may be a combination of all those things. If you're going to live large in life here, how are you going to most maximize that gift? Because that's the only way you're going to be happy. And so just understand that there are certain environments that you'll function better in and certain environments you won't. If you don't want to set up this to-do list and get your calendar set up here, because that's just not who I am and I hate doing it. I hate doing it myself. When I don't do it, I live less of my gift. The world is starving for me to show up. But I've got to do it with such energy and focus and certain patterns that if I don't set up certain disciplines, I'm going to shortchange myself and I'm not going to impact the people I want to impact. And so do you want to just drift through life and see whatever happens? Do you like the way your life is? Are you trying to just try to trick yourself into thinking, well, if I get a to-do list, then I'm a slave to that. I'm not going to be a slave to anything. Without discipline, you're not going to live large. Without discipline, you're not going to have your highest and best use. Without discipline, you're going to be the slave to these low-level things that are going to fill up all your time. You're going to be a bigger slave to things that end up into nothingness or averageness, or the things that you want to throw up over. By just being free-spirited and being creative, that's going to ruin you versus creating this structure for you to best operate in. And this happens with me. I've done times where the bad that's happened is when I've been free-spirited and I want to be creative, and I'm not going to be a slave to any schedule. I'm just not going to do that. Well, that's the time that I'm least productive. And the only way you're going to be happy is if you become more productive. Whatever that means to you, however you express that, it's just, you've got to do that. What's important? What's more important than other things here? And of the most important things, when am I going to do those important things? It's so important.
Now, day planners and day timers.
Yeah.
First off, do you choose to call them day timers or day planners?
It's my Google Calendar.
Okay, it's your Google Calendar. So on a daily basis, how much time do you devote to scheduling your day?
On those productive days, if I spent time Sunday night mapping out my week, it's maybe 15, 20 minutes.
On Sunday?
No, that may be an hour and a half, because I'm thinking about, way out and, not so far out, and then this month and this week, and I'm really wanting to say what's really important going on in my life. And when I do that, my daily time is a lot less, 15, 20 minutes at the most. There are times that I go in a week where I don't take time in my chicken scratches where I update that in the day to type that in. It's better if I actually type it in, take time to type that in, and then we're prioritizing that or checking
in. So Sunday, you're spending like an hour.
An hour and a half.
And then Sunday night. And then every day in the week, you're spending probably 15 minutes adjusting?
Minutes.
Every day?
Now, if I don't do the Sunday night, Mondays will be a much longer day, because I take about an hour and a half to really think through my week and to really get it all organized.